Alright, this is the sync mod, SYNC, not as SINK. You get to clone yourself, which is pretty cool. But you need to have treadmills powered by pigs or wolves, a shell constructor, and a shell storage. And then there's some other little things you need. But the shell storage, whoops, having lag. This is also made by the same guy that made a bunch of other cool mods. I forget his name. But when you go in with the powered shell storage, I already have a clone made. You can transport him. I'll show that later. But right now we have this. This is a shell creator. You can pretty much put pigs on it, and they run and start making clones. Well, first you need to go and right-click the shell constructor. But you can do this in survival. It's just it's pretty expensive, and you take a heart of damage. You need to give DNA to make your clone. And then if we go in here, this is going to be really laggy because my computer isn't that good for recording. You mouse up, and then you go up, and then this whole cool animation sequence, and it's really cool. And then we're back, and I have pigs making another one. And while you're at it, you can make them clone another one. But you cannot go into another shell creator thingy. You have to go back into here, and they have their own separate inventories and game modes. And then I have one at 14 and 5% making, and then I have one over, I believe, if it's not in the same spot. No, I have another clone of me. So if I go up here, see, I have a clone over there and a clone here, and these pigs are working on making another one. It's pretty fast, but hold on, I'm going to change my settings, hopefully, to make this faster. Stutter bad. Video settings, max FPS. Fast. Sorry if it's going to be not as fun to watch, but it makes it easier, so it records better. And the pigs will glitch out when they run, but it's tricks. So you can store these anywhere. It's essentially like teleporting, but you have different bodies, and anything that would like float out like a hat will disappear. See, if I go in F5, this is my original clone, so it still has it, I think. Yeah. It has the floating things now, but if I go over here and look at this clone, he shouldn't have it unless they fixed it, like they updated it. And if I go in F5 and leave the thingy, oh, the floating thingies still are there. Okay, before it wasn't. And then these guys are working on it. And if you go in here and you have clones in the making, you can see their percentages of how close they're done, and little like avatars. And you can go cross-dimensionally from the Nether to here, from here to the Nether, but you cannot do it from the end. The end will not work for some reason. You cannot go to it, which is a bit disappointing. But I just want to make my. And you could use wolves, but they do the same thing. It doesn't change it. And then, since I have this here, the redstone torch or any redstone signal needs to power the shell storage. And if you put a bed in it, and that will be your preference one, because when you die, if you have multiple clones, you can just turn into them. So if like you're in a hardcore mode, you can't really like die, I guess. So if you were to die in this, you would go right back to this. So this would be the one you'd spawn at. So I'm gonna go to this one and go into survival. And then I'm going to have a zombie kill me. Failed at spelling mode. Alright. Now if I go and find something to kill me. Wait, I could just do /kill. See how he falls apart. But then I will teleport back to this one and not any other one. So that's kind of cool. And then you lose a clone. you have to make more, and I'm making 2 more. So we can go back into here to see how many are done. He's at 83% and he's at 73%. And you can see how fast the pixels are building. And then I'm going to show you this animation because it's really cool because he's almost done. It like paints the skin on and it looks so cool. And this is on a mod pack, so this is the hats mod stuff, but that you don't really care about that. And I'll do a review of it later. But here it's coming. I'm not gonna try and stretch out this too much, but this is only 5 minutes. It could be longer. Here it's making it. It's just gotta go a little bit higher, and you'll see these cool things raise up, and it looks really cool. It's like you're making like printing plastic stuff. And you see this little like white thing here, right? And then here, look, the skin is being painted on. Here's my skin. So you don't see it when they're in the clone storage. When you're them, you can see it. And now, when that's done, you have to go into here, and oh, they're both done. So you have to go into their shell, the shell maker thing, and you have to walk out. And then you can just right-click it again and have them start making another one. And then you can have shell storages anywhere. So see how that's the preferred one that I want to have home. And now I can go to this one, which should be the other one that I had just finished making. Yes. And then you see them in the storage units. And if you have other ones around, you have to actually travel to them before you can go into them. See, I have some over here. You have to go into it before you can travel to it. And it's like a good way of teleporting around the world, and it's a really cool animation. And then I'm here. And then if I'm back in, I can go to my home room, the preferred one. And that's pretty much it. And if you're in creative mode and you've got one making and you don't feel like waiting, you just double right click and it makes it. And then you go, and this one that says done should be the one right next to that one. And then if I am in here, yes, I can see him. And since this is the original one in clone storage, you'll see all the thingies that pop out, but when you're in clone storage, otherwise you wouldn't be able to see them. And then I should now have 4 clones of myself. It's pretty cool. It's fun to goof around with, and it's just fun to mess around with. So you can like die multiple times, and it's really fun in survival. And you just have to mouse around where they are, and then you can go there, and when they die, their pixels like melt away. So that was the sync mod. It's pretty cool. Hope you enjoy it. I'll do other mods or reviews of the mod pack on this. It's called Attack of the B Team on Technic. I suggest you download it because it's really fun. And I'll see you next time. See you, Spy Checkers.